Howdy, folks. Welcome back to The Mandalorian. We are up to episode 2 of season 3. Last week, I had a kind of a great setting the table episode where we kind of figured out where everybody was. We got a little refresher for some of the people who missed Book of Boba Fett. And we learned that Mando wants to rebuild IG-11. Still not quite sure why. I also have the question of, even in the Star Wars universe, I know there's a lot of very illogical, very fantasy level stuff, but IG made a big point of saying, that he was going to self-destruct with his manufacturer's protocol, prevent his circuitry, his brain, and everything from coming into the hands of other people. So, wow, they made a horrible, horrible self-destruction device that preserved all the important bits that it was trying to protect. It just seems kind of weird, but so for some reason he wants IG-11. Maybe it's because they want Taika Waititi to be back in the show. I don't know. I don't exactly know what he's going to use him for. He can't walk, so just strap him to his back with a gun. I don't get it. He's got one arm, right? I think maybe that's it. I have no idea. So that's one of the plot elements. The other plot element is he's possibly going to find the other Mandalorians to get some support to help him on Mandalore as well, in which case, why does he need IG-11? Maybe he'll just stumble into the other Mandalorians. Still hoping that Sabine will be in there somewhere. And is that the other major? Oh, and then the pirates are just, they just introduced some bad guys that are going to pop up again at some point. So it was a good starter, definitely, after being gone for so long. But I'm excited to see where they go from here. So let's go.
Bo-Katan Kryze.
Bo-Katan Kryze.
Oh, so we're going to have some more Bo-Katan here? Because we had Bo-Katan. I mean, that was one of the other things we established, was that she was kind of depressed and all alone. Well, roughly all alone. I'm sure somebody was there with her. Are we actually going to go to Mandalore? This episode? No, because he needs IG-11, he said. I mean, the previously on seems to imply that this is going to be a Mandalore-heavy episode. I think this is a Mandalore-heavy season, but I'm confused. Let's watch. Tatooine. Gonk!
Fine, sit around here and work all day. I'm very popular.
Oh, this is going to be the episode that he picks up the astromech droid. The famous droid who had the bad motivator.
Put those parts back on the speeder.
Oh! Total scam. I love it. Oh, unfortunately, it's too real. It happens in the real world, too. People will take parts from a car and be in cahoots with the garage that then fixes it using the same parts. That has happened.
It'll look different. Here you go. Who taught you how to... Was that his first
Ooh.
word?
It did sound like he was saying something.
Beauty here.
Test the atmosphere. Make sure it's safe to breathe.
That's what he needs IG for, but I guess IG might have that capability, which is probably a protected capability that the self-destruct should have gotten rid of, but anyway.
Okay. And they're in a free oil bath.
Oh, he likes that. The Mines of Mandalore, so he's not bothering with IG-11? Was it really just that short of a storyline where they set up in the first episode that he was going to go find the circuit, and then the Jawa said, nah, can't find one, and then he's like, okay, well, I guess I'll settle for an astromech?
On that moon, Concordia.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we knew, I guess, once he was taken into the Children of the Watch or whatever, Concordia made sense, right? He is talking. He is talking. Oh, wow, this is so exciting. First time back to Mandalore since the flashback in live action in Book of Boba Fett, but since Rebels, I guess. No. Before Rebels, Clone Wars. Oh. I have to admit, even though it looks very destroyed, it looks more pleasant than I thought it would be. I mean, I thought there would be just storms everywhere. Now, obviously, there's storms in the atmosphere, but down on the ground level, it looks, I mean, atmospherically wise, it looks okay.
Need need you to scout ahead and analyze the atmosphere.
No.
That wasn't a question. I just need him to take some readings to make sure it's...
Oh, no. Are we going to lose him? I just had a sense that we're going to lose the droid now. There's going to be some sort of collapse or attack or something, and we're going to lose him finally. He's a historic droid. All the way back to episode 4. Great, we have lost sight of him.
Here, look.
And goodbye. Yep.
R5, self in your pod. Be right back.
He still have his pod, I thought? Oh, in his pod, in his floating pod thing. Okay, yeah, the one he flies around with. Okay. Anyway, we knew the helmets would pressurize. I mean, it's probably been known by a lot of other Star Wars like nuts and fans and stuff. But in the last episode, when the armor put it on the boy, we heard a like a sound, a schlick sound, where it looked like it was sealing the helmet. Oh, this is the cave. This is the cave in the trailer where Grogu's coming out, and that thing jumps down, and he uses the Force on him. Darksaber time. Darksaber time. Oh, he still doesn't know how to use it. Come on, Dan. Be one with the Force, Dan. Oh, R5 is still there. Cool.
Come on.
Yeah, I swear that with his squeaks and beeps and chirps, it sounded like he said thank you. He's happy. Oh, the astromech is so happy to be back inside the ship, probably. There he is talking again. I swear he's talking. He's got his own light, of course. We saw that in the trailer. Skags. Skags! If you've ever played Borderlands, you know what Skags are. I hope he's got some internal mapping software in his helmet that's mapping his path back. This has almost got the camera view, the POV with the flashlight, and the music being so kind of almost ominous. It's setting up for like a horror movie, like you know, a shocking scene. What's the word I'm looking for? For some reason, I can't remember the name. A jump scare. That's it. Wow. Oh, wow. It was a trap. That creature actually put the helmet... Did the creature put the helmet there as bait for anybody coming along? Or is that all that's left of the last person it trapped? Oh, it's not a creature. It's some sort of a robot or cyborg or... Not cyborg. It's like a robot. Well, no. It's got a live eye, so I guess it is a cyborg. He's taking it to somebody. There's some kind of a facility or something down there, and a lot of other Mandalorians have fallen prey to this thing. Oh, it's the environment suit of some sort. Something's coming out of it. An exoskeleton. Oh, an exoskeleton within an exoskeleton. Come on, man. I thought it was going to be a creature. It's another robotic cyborg entity with a living eye and part of its face in there. It's very cautious outside of that big suit. Like it's very vulnerable in this state. Oh, there's the Darksaber. Come on, Grogu. You're one with the Force. You can wield the Darksaber. Is he going to wield it? I hope so. Oh, boy. He's going to go back to the ship. This is awesome. He's going to go get Bo-Katan. She's going to come back and help, maybe. May also not want to. Is he going to have enough time? This is the scene from the trailer. He confronts that creature. Is he going to have enough time? Because how quickly is this thing going to do its business? What is it? Is it just going to dismantle him? What's it going to do? Nice dodge. Okay, so they're not Skags. They've got wings. Come on. You're stronger than it, Grogu. Come on. Yeah. The astromech can fly. He's telling the astromech where to go.
Let's get rid of him once and for all.
He's not there. I love this turn of hers where she was going to get rid of him because she wants to be left alone. But when she finds out that he's actually in danger, doesn't hesitate. I love that. Can I, for a second, just getting goosebumps, live action Bo-Katan returning to the surface of Mandalore? I'm going to call out a little nitpick. Just a little nitpick. He jumped in the N1 without his cradle, or whatever you want to call it, his pod. And yet his pod is with them on the return visit. I'll have to go back and watch. Maybe in the shots where they were spinning up the N1, where the droid was spinning up the N1, that maybe the pod like docked itself or something. I don't know. Well, R5 is definitely going on an adventure. Does she have her jetpack on? Oh, she does. Okay. Come on, Grogu. You can do it, buddy. There you go. Oh, the little shields. Love it. It's extracting something from it? Is it extracting, like, biomatter from him to keep the biological part of the cyborg alive? Yeah, it is. Ugh. She didn't win it, but she'll use it.
It's Bo-Katan.
Oh. I think this thing knows who Bo-Katan is. Why do they have him come back to awareness? It's just in time to hear her name.
You were right. Mandalore is not cursed.
Was I?
Might still be. How much time is left in this episode? Are we actually going to get there? We might.
The Empire.
Is this her coming to the realization that she needs to help him? Not just rescue him, but I mean help him on his mission.
To the mind.
I mean, she's helping him on the mission to find the waters already, but I mean the greater mission. Or maybe she's made the decision, or is making the decision to try to work with him to rebuild Mandalore. Maybe he'll come to that agreement too, because she's giving him the same speech about how we're always at odds with each other. Does he need to take the armor off? I guess not. That's right. To a Mandalorian, the armor, traditionally is part of them, so I guess he doesn't have to.
Shall be forever forged in my heart.
He didn't just fall through a hole. He got pulled down. Oh my god. There's still a mythosaur? Well, he definitely bathed. Oh my god. There's still a mythosaur in the living waters. And Bo saw it. Oh my god. Wow. Are we setting up a new Mandalore with Din? I mean, is he going to defeat, or is she going to? I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know which way I'd like to go. If that's the way they're going to go, is obviously they're going to be setting up some sort of new leader of the Mandalorians. It kind of has to happen, right? Part of me is like, that would be really cool if it was Din, but the other part of me is like, Din doesn't want that. He's never wanted that. He just wanted to be a good Mandalorian. She wants that. Is it going to end up being? Is she going to help him? Is he going to help her reclaim the leadership role? And maybe she'll come to the realization she doesn't need the Darksaber, and maybe the other Mandalorians will come to the realization they don't need the Darksaber. One way to do that would be for her to defeat the new Mythosaur. Right? I mean, the original Mandalore, he didn't have the Darksaber, and he defeated the Mythosaur, and that made him the leader. So that's one route to do it, where she doesn't need the Darksaber, and she finally give up that silly tradition, which is not as old as Mandalore. It's a more recent tradition. And he doesn't care. Maybe they're going that direction, but wow, that's really cool. Now, the question is Din going, I mean, he's definitely bathed in the waters. The question is he going to go back and try to, reclaim his position or his membership in the Children of the Watch, or is he going to say screw that at this point. So I don't know. I mean, it all comes down. Believe it or not, a lot of it hinges on Pedro Pascal, right? Because if he's going to go the route of Bo-Katan and just take his helmet off whenever he's not in combat or anything, Pedro Pascal is going to have to be on set a lot more. And I think there was all that speculation and rumors about how he was demanding to have his face shown and all that stuff. And I don't know. I don't think that was ever really proven, and I don't think it's necessarily true. I think he kind of likes the fact that he's got a gig where he can just do voiceover for most of the time. And he's got, of course, Last of Us now, so he doesn't need his face shown. So I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go with him and the whole helmet thing. But I do think they're going to lead away from her and the Darksaber thing. I think she's going to learn that doesn't matter, and the other Mandalorians are going to learn that doesn't matter, and probably because she's going to defeat the Mythosaur or get credit for defeating it. I think she will, assuming that Mythosaur down there is bad. I mean, do we know that the Mythosaur is a bad creature? That he's inherently, I don't want to say the word evil, but inherently trying to kill everything and destroy everything, and he needs to be put down? He or she needs to be put down? We don't know that. But that is really cool. I love this episode. This is really cool. I mean, I only started really learning about Mandalore in watching the Clone Wars, which I watched after the first season of The Mandalorian because I hadn't seen it. But this is just so cool. And all the cool bits with Bo-Katan coming back to Mandalore. And now she did probably way more times than she should have talk about how this once used to be great and now look at it, I get saying that once, but she said it like 3 or 4 times. But that's still, it's just super cool. I want to look at these drawings. I'm hoping I'm not missing any of them. This shot looks a lot more intact than when he saw it. Bo-Katan coming to the rescue. Yeah. Oh, and here she's holding Grogu, but of course they decide to have him float down in his pod. What is this? And is that creature inside? Because clearly that was a biological inside. Is that creature finally dead? Was there any significance to it opening up its eyes right as Bo-Katan was saying, it's Bo-Katan? Bo-Katan. Sorry, I've always pronounced it Bo-Katan. I know some people pronounce it. In fact, I need to go back and listen to how she pronounces it. Did she say Katan or Katan? I don't know. Is there any significance to that? Is it somebody who knew her? Oh, God, please. No. I was going to say, is it Darth Maul? No. Can't be the last remnant of Darth Maul. Not going to be. Well, you don't know where he went. We don't know what happened to him. Do we? Oh, yeah, we do. In Rebels, right? We saw that he was finally put down by Obi-Wan Kenobi on Tatooine. After he dies right after asking if Luke is the chosen one. That's right. So we know what happened to him. So it can't be him. Who is it ever going to come back? Is that thing dead, or is it going to come back? I just got this weird feeling that it's going to come back. All right. Go back here. And make sure that I didn't miss any of the... there we go. Miss any of the images. Oh, I did miss some of them, of course, because I tried to skip. And oh, that was a great shot. This one. That's a great shot. That's her castle, though, right? Yeah, cool. And these things, yeah. Yeah, I skipped too far when I went each one. Very cool. Excellent episode. Really, really enjoyed it. It ended right there. You could kind of call it a cliffhanger, although they got out. She knows the Mythosaur is down there. He's completed his bathing mission. I don't think there's any need for IG-11 anymore. I think that's a dead end. I don't think they're going to go anywhere since the Jawa base. It seems kind of a throwaway bit, though, that they made a point of him trying to get IG-11, going on a quest to go find the part, and then being told by the Jawa they don't have one. I mean, he could continue, but then the astromech served the purpose of testing the atmosphere. So, I don't know. I don't think the IG story's going anywhere anymore. Which makes sense. Especially, I don't think they even needed Taika Waititi for the last bit where he came alive and started rambling off lines, because they could have just reused stuff he had done before. So that's not seemingly going anywhere. But now we have this whole mythosaur thing that needs to be dealt with. And the whole getting Mandalore back together and getting the band back together thing, which is what we figured this whole season was going to be about anyway. The pirates are still going to come back at some point. We had that scene from the trailer of the Mandalorians coming to defend Karga's planet from presumably the pirates. So I imagine that's going to be related to Din and or Bo or both reuniting or getting the band back together and going on a mission, a rescue mission or something to help Karga's people. So that's we have to look forward to. So man, so in between those two stages, he has to somehow, or they have to somehow, get the band back together. So we have that to look forward to. And like I said, one good way to do it would be to defeat a mythosaur and have it known that it happened. Wow, that would be legendary, as it were. Anyway, guys, I'm super excited by this. I don't know what else to say, but I'm sure there was a lot in there I missed. Let me know in the comments if there's something that I missed. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part was, what you think's going to happen next. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.